Or thinking Xbox somehow one day will probably be exclusive, but it's going to remain on PlayStation because they can't do that. I try to tell you because they did everything wrong to begin with, right? Halo 1 is not going to have multiplayer. Imagine trying that strategy. That's a strategy that could have worked, right? No, right? You could have had Halo 2, Halo 3, like Master Chief Collection. Could have put that on PlayStation 2, but didn't do that.
But why would they do that, AGN? Man, you know better than anybody else that all three of these companies are greedy. And the funny thing is, I thought I heard this before. Hold on, wait a minute.
I'm starting to see the writing on the wall, and I'm honestly not a fan of it. Because I swear, if we see a Halo 2 campaign evolved...
Oh! Games to one another W. I told you guys this from the beginning. Remember when I had that rant about Halo campaign evolve, Halo 2 campaign evolve, Halo 3 campaign evolve, Halo DST campaign... You know, and we're going to get, what, 7 and 8 years of this just so y'all can recycle the same games with no multiplayer? I've told y'all this, man. Games to one another W, the truth of YouTube. I've always been the truth. I've called it day one. I knew when they didn't add multiplayer, I knew that this was going to be the new strategy of what they was going to do. Microsoft is planning on recycling and remastering all their games. You can tell by their vision. Look, bring back Oblivion, bring back Fable, but this time we're going to do everything with this multi-platform strategy. They're bringing the old franchises back and trying to get the Sony dudes accustomed to all these games. Of course, they're not going to drop all these other Gears games on PlayStation without them catching up with the story with the first one. Y'all need to know better. And I think the reason why Gears E-Day is a prequel is because they want to probably drop that on PlayStation as well. But we have to see how that goes. Microsoft obviously is going to probably do some Gears 2 Reloaded, Gears 3 Reloaded. Well, it depends on how games sell and how the longevity is. But this is something that I've warned you guys, man. So when y'all talk crap about retro games, understand that you guys are still playing retro games. You're only doing it with an Unreal Engine 5 engine.
Now we have news about Halo 2 and Halo 3 remakes.
Called it!
They're in development.
Called
they're
it!
following the same model as the Halo 1 campaign evolved. And then when I see that, I'm like,
oh! And you ponies still not getting a game with multiplayer. I mean, like I said, man, Microsoft is suckering y'all, man. $60, and and they're going to tell the Xbox and PC dudes, don't complain about it. We're throwing it on Game Pass for you. To me, that is very disingenuous. You guys say that I don't talk bad about Xbox enough, but I'm out here talking poorly about Xbox right now. I think that is ridiculous that Microsoft is out here recycling all these old Halo games just so they could push them on PlayStation. And we all know if these were remakes for the Xbox and PC, guarantee that these games would have had online multiplayer. The reason why they're not putting online because these PlayStation fanboys, after Gears of War Reloaded, they stopped playing the game. And they don't need you. They don't want that type of negativity going on to their new games. And considering that PlayStation gamers like campaign with the co-op, that should be more than enough for them. This game was all designed for PlayStation 5. I know Xbox, it's for design for... No, it's not. Because if it was designed for you, it would have had multiplayer, so you could have took your frustrations on to the PlayStation community. But Microsoft's like, no, we need these PlayStation gamers to buy our games. So therefore, we got to remove the multiplayer because all you Xbox dudes are going to do is wax them online. You think Xbox is stupid? So the best place to still play Halo is on Xbox and PC because, like I said, to a lot of real Halo fans, it's that competitive multiplayer, baby. And the fact that these games don't have it, it's very disappointing, in my honest opinion. We could have settled the console wars in the game, and now we got to settle them on Discord. This would have been the perfect way to settle the console war. But nope, they don't even want good. PlayStation and Xbox don't actually want you fighting each other. They want you guys working together. Why do you think Helldivers 2 had no PvP multiplayer? Because they wanted you Xbox and PC guys to work together. You see, they're all in cahoots with each other. And that's when you people don't realize. Y'all thinking Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo out here fighting each other. No, they're all in their own lane, making money, and out here hustling the gaming community. All three of them. That's exactly what's going on here.
Yeah, you know what I mean? According to multiple sources cited by Halo Insider, Rebs Gaming, full campaign remakes of Halo 2 and Halo 3
I knew it from the beginning.
Now in early active development at Halo Studios.
I called this months ago. What are you surprised about? I already knew this.
Yeah, guys, this is how I feel when I see this. This is what the whole world wants, right? This is how Xbox blew up, right? Off of the Halo campaign, so by Halo 2 and Halo 3, right?
Which is crazy because Microsoft blew up due to the multiplayer. And the funny thing is, I'm not actually hating on Dreamcast Guy to this video. If anything, I'm actually chiming in to what he's saying. Actually, this is probably the one video that I agree with. This is ridiculous. But we all know why this exists, because Microsoft just wants to make $60 off some cash grabs, throw them in the Unreal Engine 5 oven, and then call it a day. This is what's going on, man. And this is why, as a gamer, as myself, I don't care about gaming anymore like that, bro. Okay, you're going to put out some games that I loved as a child and remaster them again, but it would have been more beneficial to me if I could take that same skill, same level of prowess and go against the PlayStation community. That would have gave, Xbox dudes probably would have been in band with that. Hopefully, if we get enough complaints, they might add it. I think we need to complain. I think gamers need to stand up. I think Xbox gamers like, nah, Microsoft enforce this online into it. Somebody get Asha when you need her. Asha, fix this game.
That's why their consoles were selling. So let's not put multiplayer on one of the biggest multiplayer games ever in the history of gaming. And not Halo 3, which is one of the best multiplayer games ever in the history of gaming. Mm-hmm. What we're going to do instead is do a lazy route.
Yeah, call it.
On PlayStation, because you put on that Halo t-shirt. I don't know if you guys remember that. Yeah, you put on that Halo t-shirt. And we're going to skip multiplayer and put it on Unreal.
And make it multiplat.
Engine 5.
Yep, he called it. That's facts.
Oh, my God.
That's facts. I'm not even disagreeing with him. He's absolutely right. You feel what I'm saying? And like I've told you guys, I've warned you guys that Microsoft was planning on re-releasing all their old games, $60, because they want the PlayStation community. And the Xbox community, in my opinion, we're suffering. Because this does nothing for me. I'm going to keep it a buck. This literally does nothing for me. Now, if it has multiplayer, man, I probably would have bought it. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, I can go play the game and show these ponies how it's done. That would have been cool, man. But instead they did the opposite because they was afraid of losing their player base because of you Xbox gamers being as hardcore as you guys are. That's what they were afraid of.
So the new remakes will follow the same approach as campaign evolved. Modernized visuals, updated gameplay mechanics such as optional sprinting, strict focus on the single-player story experience. Yeah, because let's do the single-player narrative rush.
And it says these projects instead being handled separately for a future title. So there's a future Halo title coming on, according to what's being said there. So maybe that one will have multiplayer, but Microsoft's not trying to give you guys the benefit of playing Halo's multiplayer greatness. You know what I mean? All that could be only rekindled on PC and Xbox. I guess the multiplayer is exclusive. How you gonna make the multiplayer exclusive to Xbox?
Multiplayer content one.
PlayStation fanboys gonna be like, well, we got Halo, but I'm gonna be like, but the multiplayer is exclusive to Xbox and PC. Xbox exclusive multiplayer.
Be included in these projects and is instead being handled separately for a future title. Look. We've said this before, right? When it comes to thinking about why they're not doing multiplayer. Because they would be afraid, and this is the saddest part.
Tell them, Adrian.
Of Bungie's legacy.
Tell them.
Meaning that if I did a Halo 1 remake on multiplayer, Smash Chief Collection's already up. If I did Halo 2 multiplayer, Halo 3 multiplayer, nobody will probably be as interested.
That's true.
I won't get as much people for my new Halo multiplayer game. I want everybody to only focus on that, which is going to have microtransactions.
That's true. And you're going to get tired of playing the campaign. You're going to get tired of playing it. You know what I mean? And then you're going to want to head on to the multiplayer. Some ponies might be like, well, I'll just be fine with playing Halo campaign. You see? But when it's just the campaign, they can get away with it more. You'll be like, oh, I'm tired of playing the Halo 1 remake, so you go get the Halo 2 for that story. And then you just start buying them as story-driven games. But if you're buying it solely for multiplayer, some people might say, well, once we get to that Halo 3 remake, we're not buying... Because, I mean, technically, Halo 3, like AGN said, is one of the best multiplayer games of all time. And if they put Halo 3, you think they're going to buy Reach Remastered? You think they're going to buy ODST Remastered? No, they're not. Microsoft has taken the Master Chief Collection, no different than Square did with the disc of Final Fantasy VII, and said we're going to make $60 on every single one of these games, like they knew. And the only thing Xbox gamers will put it on their platform too, but we'll just put it through Game Pass. Put it. To me, this is not. I mean, I guess it's cool, but it would be cool if there was multiplayer. But Microsoft clearly seen the bag. They're like, yo, these PlayStation dudes, if they bought one multiplayer game, from this, they probably wouldn't buy the other ones. They'll probably, once they get to Halo 2, they'd be happy. Or once they get to Halo 3 especially, they would be like, I don't have to buy no more campaign evolves. Microsoft is doing this on purpose. They're probably going to drop a Halo remake every year, and this is ridiculous. I'm not a fan, and I've told you guys in my other videos months ago, I'm not a fan of the Halo campaign evolve this year. Halo campaign 2 evolve next year. Halo campaign 3 evolve the next year. If they want to be stingy, they could do ODST first and make you wait on the Halo 3 one. I don't like this, man. I generally don't like this. Okay, this is a cash grab at its finest. You have taken the Master Chief Collection and you have bundled it and you have taken it and made it worth more than 300, and it's not even worth more than that because the games don't have multiplayer. You know what I mean? To me, Master Chief Collection will always be the better game because you have the multiplayer and the campaign. While these are inferior, even though they're going to be graphically improved and visuals, whatever they're going to do. But at the end of the day, everybody knows that Halo has built its foundations off multiplayer. I mean, co-op is good too. The co-op is amazing, but like AGN said, all they're gonna do, if they push the multiplayer, all ponies was gonna do is stick to one, and that's what they're afraid of. I think Gears of War 2 Reloaded they would support. They would. I think PlayStation community. I think they would go at Gears 3. I think they would buy those for multiplayer. So hopefully, if Microsoft does do reloaded versions like that, hopefully they keep that consistent with what's going on. I mean, Gears is a huge staple for multiplayer, but I also think Halo is just as big, and this was. I mean, it's like I could say Microsoft dropped the ball, but financially, this is probably going to benefit them more. They're going to spend less. But I'm not defending it. I'm just saying from that perspective, and that's how Microsoft's seeing it. They're taking one $60 game and timesing it by 8, essentially. And that's the type of money they're going to get. But like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. This was not a knock to obviously AG, you know what I mean? I felt I was very interested what he talked about. Like I said, I want to personally just bury the hatchet. It's not that serious, you know what I mean? I think he does have good content himself, and you know, as a man, it's better just to be over things, you feel me? But I thought this was an interesting topic, so, and he was the only one talking about it, so therefore I was like, let me chime in and bring up my expertise and let you guys know that I've said this way before it even happened. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, take care, peace out.